Hello students, welcome you all to my online class of software engineering. In this video, we are going to discuss the rest part of the first video. Team development, there must be precise understanding of the team members that who will do what when is expected from a team member, who will supply that, and so on. Without such a disciplined life cycle model, there can be chaos and project failure. For example, let us say life cycle is not followed. One programmer write codes for some part, another is there, he wants to do the test document design first, another one is doing the file structure, another one is writing a specification, and so on. Then this type of project is destined to failure because they are doing very different activities, and when the specification is done by one programmer, the other programmer has already written the code, and so on. Every life cycle model, as you are saying, consists of set of phases. But then before a phase start, certain conditions must be satisfied before the work can start. And similarly, a phase, let's say requirement phase, to complete, you must know what are the conditions that must be satisfied for the stage to complete. For example, the requirement document is completely written and has been reviewed by the team member internally and also by the customer. Without a phase entry and exit criteria clearly mentioned in the life cycle model, it will create a lot of confusion. For example, if we do not say that requirement document is complete only after the document has been written completely and has been reviewed, different teams may interpret it differently, and some might just write it and then proceed to the next phase. Another team may say that we need to review, and so on. So for on the ambiguous interpretation of the life cycle model, every phase must have entry and exit criteria, that when does the phase can start and when can it end. The exit criteria for the requirement specification phase is that requirements should have been gathered, should have been analyzed, should have been documented, internally reviewed by the team members. All errors in the requirements must have been corrected, and finally the customers should have approved the requirement. The phase can start only after the phase entry criteria have been satisfied. If we don't have such milestone, then the project manager is at a loss, does not know how far the project has processed. He can just ask the team members that how long do you think it will take in, how far you have completed. But the problem is that in such case of the team member, where the project manager has to rely on the guess of the team member, the programmers are normally very optimistic, and the programmers typically say that "see, almost done." This used to be a big problem when the life cycle model was not being followed, and this problem is known as the 99% complete syndrome. That is, whenever the project manager asks the team member, they say that almost done, 99% done, because they are highly optimistic. But then it just kept on taking more and more time. The project manager becomes impatient, asks why it is taking time. They say that some bugs, some reason they give something has to be changed, and so on. So the project management without a life cycle model is very difficult and suffer from the 99% complete syndrome. Thank you.